you have spent your life studying cosmos, but for someone who hearing your name for the first time, how would you describe about yourself?
Well, for a person who's actually very new to the subject,
About you.
about you, okay.
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Who is me? Okay, who am I? I mean, so who am
Hmm.
I basically, right? So, in short, I will say that I'm an explorer of reality, basically. I love to know about reality. And the stuff I study, for example, I study astrophysics, I study astronomy. I have a telescope. I study cosmology. It's just for, I want to know, like, as a kid, I wanted to know as a kid, like, how the reality works. And astrophysics and cosmology was just a process for that. And eventually, I studied the things and I gained the knowledge. And I also, not only just I gained the knowledge, but I also tried an attempt where I tried to teach other people as well. And so I written various books, on astrophysics and cosmology. Written 10 books, as yeah,
Hmm, yeah, yeah.
that was my attempt. So if you tell that me to to describe myself, I will say just a person like want to know like how the reality works. Yeah.
At age of 5, you have clicked a mind about space. What was the exact moment at that time?
Well, it was a totally new world because at the age 5, it was the first time my parents like actually took me to the planetarium. It was my first time to the planetarium, and I was looking at the world, which is real, and it was at the same time it was something which I never seen. I was like, what is this? What are these things? Why are they floating? Like, and how huge they are? I was like, what is going on? So it was a total new world for me. And as a kid, as I said, I was always fascinated about how the real world works. I want to know about that. So I was like, it was a curiosity boom. It was a total new world introduced to me. So it was like a curiosity boom to me. And I was like, okay, let's study it. Yeah. As a
Astro- ast-
as a 5-year-old kid. Yeah.
Astrophysics for non-mathematician is a very bold title. It,
Oh,
है ना?
yeah.
It almost challenged the readers. What was the vision about writing this book?
Well, when I was a kid, the attempt of mine was to understand the reality, the universe, and at a particular level, the books back then, you know, you could study these things at a particular level with no math, with no complexity and everything. It was like a very basic knowledge I used to read. But at a time when I was just like 14-year-old or 15-year-old, the time came where I was compelled to have like higher books if I want to understand the reality further. Basically, the physics books. But there they had a lot of math, in there. I tried, I
Hmm.
gave my best, I learned new concepts and everything. But after then, I realized that it was not that hard to actually explain those mathematical concept of physics in a simple language to the people. So I was like, okay, it can be this mathematics can be brought, this mathematics and physics can be brought even to the common people. So it's like those people who like physics but don't like math. Here's the book for you, and that's
Hmm.
why astrophysics for non-mathematicians.